was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
I always have coffee when I watch Radar. You know that.
Of course I do, sir.
Everybody knows that.
Of course we do, sir!
Hot! Too hot!
Titus, I'm bored.
The boy is hotter than hot.
It's all in the reflexes.
Good morning, Valhalla. Wrestling. I'm not talking about wrestling. What the shit is that? Wrestling. Wrestling. Mr. Wrestling. Wearing your wrestling shirt.
It's a shirt. It's just a shirt.
Shit.
It's just a shirt.
It's just a shirt. What's in the shirt?
Jeez, it's black. It's bad. I'm mad. I'm bad. I don't know. Whatever.
You know what's funny? I saw people bitching and moaning and complaining. They're like the preview for 2K26 or whatever came out. It's like rejoin the Attitude Era and the Monday Night Wars, and I was like, y'all are doing this again?
Again.
Again?
Wow. Again. Well, that doesn't help. Didn't you just say we're not talking wrestling
Again?
Well, I mean,
It's a game. It's a game.
It's a game. It's a game set in a fictional universe that mimics a fictional universe. So, I mean, if they just repeat the same old shit every year or so, why not let the games do the same thing? Same could be said for a lot of software franchises out there. What? I said.
What?
Yeah.
Are you tired?
Sounds like Zero's tired. You know what? I am a little bit tired. It has been a very busy weekend, so I'm kind of running.
Snow?
That too. Yeah, it has been friggin' cold here.
It is
Freezing cold.
shit.
I know it's cold everywhere, but shit, it came in with a vengeance about a week and a half ago, and it has not let up. Hey y'all. So yeah, Zero had a very busy weekend. He is a little tired. Why am I speaking in the third person? Rock doesn't care. What? I said the Rock doesn't care. So
Good morning, Arwen. Batman.
Hey y'all. Hey y'all. Oh man. So I hope you the rest of you out there are all staying warm. I know it's a winter wonderland everywhere the past couple weeks. Damn.
Here in a minute, Zero's going to talk about never rubbing in another man's rhubarb and how Arwen's place has lots of space.
Has nice place you got here. Lots of space. Far too many cats.
Yeah, okay. You can't do that if WCW doesn't have Sting and Ric Flair. I'm sorry, but you got to have Ric Flair. You got to have Sting. I understand you've got some people that really don't matter. Disco Inferno. But you've got to have the major players. Otherwise, it doesn't work. You would have think they remembered that from when they did the whole invasion gimmick bullshit thing. That's pretty much when I tuned out. I never really got into it like I did before that. Yeah. So it's just that was my end of the line. I've tried a couple of times to dip back in and watch, but no, it's just not happening. Okay, we're not here to talk about wrestling.
What?
And I don't want to start this as like, oh my God, doom and gloom. What I want to do is I want to go back. Far Cry 1. Absolutely insane game. I didn't really get it at first. I was like, okay, it's got one of the Baldwin brothers on the cover of it. Who's got like, an MP5 and is crawling out of the jungle or whatever. But once I got into it, I really liked it. I loved Far Cry 2. Being in Africa with the diamond trade and the malaria thing and the customizable weapons and all that, I was like, wow, this is really cool. Far Cry 3 will always be my favorite. The island, the opening of that game is so absolutely bonkers that it's just really, really cool. You see these 20 somethings jumping out of a plane, having all these parties. They get captured by these people in the jungle and everything goes crazy. The end of that game is absolutely batshit crazy, no matter which way you go. I absolutely loved it. Far Cry 4 is when I was like, man, what the hell is going on? Far Cry 5 was okay. It's just like, but at least back then, if you tag somebody in the head, didn't matter what it was with, if they didn't have armor on, that was it. It's game over, man. That's the way it should be. Later, and they did this with the Assassin's Creed games. Later, they started treating it like an online game. Okay, this is a single player online MMO. Why do I need to be online to play a single player game? Why do I need to have a shop in the game that's like a MMO gotcha shop? Why do I need to have these special resources that I can only get if I spend real money in the game when it's a single player game? I mean, we're not playing Star Trek Online where we need to buy lithium and build a starbase. Spend enough that you could have bought a car with the money you spent on that game. But I mean,
we know from experience on that one. Jesus,
we only need 90,000 more dilithium to finish up the starbase.
Yep,
right.
and about 400 million other white duty officers we got to sacrifice to the project. Well, that was because I know you and I have talked about this before when it comes to Assassin's Creed, and this was the generation before they blew up into these big open world things with maps littered with 8,000 mini tasks to do, which was basically just filler by that point. But when that generation came around, when we're playing
360, games, PS3 era.
Yeah, and we're getting to the tail end of the 360, and then we get Unity on Xbox One, which was just an absolute broken mess. And I know I've talked about this one particularly before, but when I'm playing through the campaign in a single player game, and it's sectioning off areas of the game that are leveled, and I'm trying to complete these missions, and I get a pop-up saying, "Oh, it looks like you're under-leveled. Why not head to the shop and buy a power-up pack or whatever?" That was really, like my foot was already kind of out the door by that point, because I just really had enough. I've had my fill. They were coming, like those games were coming out every year. It's like, guys, slow down, take a break, retool some things, give us something new. And Unity was a broken mess. And by the time I'm getting asked to buy things to level up my character, I said, you know what? I'm out. And I remember how broken that game was. And as an apology, and I know I've mentioned this before, as an apology, Ubisoft gave us a DLC chapter for free. And you know how amazing that chapter was? I couldn't tell you because I don't remember a single damn thing about it.
They did the same thing with Star Wars Outlaws or whatever the hell they came out with, which incidentally has been canceled. Let me get to this real quick. Ubisoft Entertainment SA is nearing full collapse as of January 25th, 2026. But it is in an acute financial and operational crisis, with its stock hitting record lows and undergoing aggressive restructuring to avoid insolvency. How are they going to do that? And why? Massive stock plunge. Shares dropped 39% in a single day on January 22nd. Worst trading session in company history. Nothing's been as bad as it is now. Closing it at less than $1 on the U.S. stock exchange. It's a penny stock now.
Yeah, as of about roughly 15 minutes ago, their stock is sitting at 0.91 USD.
That's a 95% decline over the last 5 years. They have canceled 6 games. Prince of Persia, Sands of Time remake, thank God. Assassin's Creed post-Civil War title. Splinter Cell. They were remaking Splinter Cell. And Star Wars Outlaws 2, which was in pre-production. We don't need Star Wars Outlaws 2. It absolutely sucked ass and nobody liked it. They are delaying 7 other titles, which potentially include Assassin's Creed 4 Remastered. That's Black Flag. That is arguably the best Assassin's Creed game they made. Arguably, it's my favorite anyway. They closed 2 studios, Halifax Mobile and Stockholm, with layoffs at others, the Abu Dhabi and Red Linux. Final round of additional layoffs set for February 12th, targeting $200 million in savings. Shift to creative house structure, heavy AI use. Full return to office mandate. That means everybody's coming back to the office and nobody wants to do that. And focus on game-centric titles that gamers will enjoy. Let me ask you this before we continue. What the fuck does that mean? Hey, we've got to start making games the players actually enjoy. Are you serious right now?
You couldn't figure that out over the last 15 years of just shoveling us slop and told we're supposed to like it? Really? I mean, come on. And I think it's kind of hilarious when they're focusing on player-centric games now, or so they say, which hasn't been their focal point for the last decade and a half. And now with their stock plummeting mere hours. What was it? A total 34% in one day after they announced that they're restructuring things, they're canceling things, layoffs and what the hell is a term called? Generative AI. You're going to rely you're going to rely on cheap ass software programs that don't even know how to draw a hand with 5 fingers to focus on player centric games. Give me a break, guys. What are you doing? You tried to sell us. They tried to sell us a quadruple A game on a massive budget that tanked before it even opened. Like, your priorities are all out of whack right now.
The last big buy from me from Ubisoft was Odyssey. That's the last big buy I ever made. I didn't buy Shadows. I didn't buy Outlaws. I was one of the few people that was like, no, I'm not even getting it to review it. And no, I'm not going to play a shitty game I don't enjoy. I have a hard enough time finding time to play games that I do enjoy. I'm not playing a crappy game just to be like, oh, it's so crappy. And I don't care who pays me. I don't care if I made money off of it. I don't care if it got me 100 more subscribers. I don't give a shit. I'm not playing a game I absolutely hate. Why? Because my time is valuable to me, and I'm not going to spend my time wasting it on a crappy game. Yeah. And I spent like $100-something on the Uber version of Odyssey. I was like, this is going to be badass. It's going to be like 300, but Assassin's Creed style. And boy, was I wrong.
Yeah.
They made AAA games for an imaginary audience. Doesn't get any clearer than that.
Yeah. There's
yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry. Go ahead.
I blame the Twilight fans. God, that was way too long ago. Skull
and Bones.
Skull and Bones. Yeah, I mean, how much money did they blow on that? Thinking that was supposed to be like their massive project. You guys liked Black Flag. You thought Black Flag was the best. Wait till you try this out. And everyone just kind of, people tried the demos. People tried it for a while, and they're just like, eh. Like, first of all, your demos look like shit. Your gameplay looks like shit. Your software runs like shit. You want us to pay how much for this pile of shit? No, thank you. You can keep your pile of shit. I'll go play something else.
So what are the financial outlook look? Forecasting has Ubisoft at a negative $1.17 billion operating loss for the fiscal year of 2026. That means they're going to lose over $1 billion US this year alone, with 96% of recent bookings from legacy titles and new games flopping. Half-year results were delayed in November amid trading suspension. They had to suspend trading because they suck so bad.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you've tainted yourself. I mean, if you have done nothing but establish a track record of crap and failure, who's going to want to do business with you? Really? Ubisoft wants to create a franchise or take a pre-existing one and send it off to a developer somewhere saying this is a list of the things we want. The developer is going to look at this massive budget and say, yeah, that's cool. But what are you guys going to do with this? You're going to be breathing down our necks, telling us what to do, and we're going to end up making you another crap game in a long history of crap games. We don't want none of that. Especially with established developers and software engineers and all that. Do you think they're going to want that blemish on their resume? I sure as hell wouldn't. The payday would be nice, but at what cost? You're not going to enjoy it.
And what happens, let me ask you this. What happens to all those games you own on Steam and on Ubisoft Plus or whatever the hell it is that you've actually bought when they go out of business? And you can't log into the UB Connect or whatever. What happens when those games try and phone home, because they do? Every single time you load them, those games try and phone home and say, "Hey, is this right? Am I authorized to let this user play this game that they spent their hard-earned money on?"
Yeah.
What happens when that goes down and suddenly that's it? You're just fucked.
Well, I guess that would be their one light at the end of the tunnel if they were to shut down and had to sell off all their IPs. When people try to boot up those old games and the servers are down, they can't play their old games anymore. That would be Ubisoft's one little light at the end of the tunnel, where they get to say, "Yep, we told you so. We told you to get used to not owning your video games. Oh wait, shit. Maybe that was a bad idea."
Maybe that was a bad idea. You don't own anything. We own everything. Yeah, bad idea, fuckers. And yes, I was. I was a kid that I had Transformer erasers in my pencil box. And yeah, pretty much. Pat's got it. Pat nailed it. I miss arcades too, man. Just throw a quarter. And I'm glad I've got a couple of arcade machines in the room where I record all the Transformer stuff. And guys, 12 o'clock later today, Transformer already. Bone Crusher's ready. Yeah, I know it's Bone Saw, but it'll be Bone Crusher.
It's close enough.
Bone Crusher. We've got 2 more left after that, and then we form Devastator, so that will be Monday. So we will form Devastator on Monday, put them all together, talk about it, get some really cool shots of them, tell you what I think. I, so far, am completely sold on this being a great, great version of Devastator and the Constructicons. So the movie, the Studio Series 86 Constructicons may just be my favorite Constructicons. It's good. It's really cool. I like them.
It's going to be great.
And they're big. Yeah. They're bigger. They're bigger than the G1, which is what I've always wanted. There's big and then there's too big. I've got a black and purple Devastator that is as big as that damn Superion I got up there. He's just too big and he won't stand up straight. His knees buckle. It's just like I got to lean him against something to get him to stand upright. And I'm like, damn, man, what the hell? Yes, they have. Absolutely. Every time I get a toy, that the Studio Series really impresses me. So I'm happy. We've got some cool stuff coming. We got Megatron, Studio Series 86 Megatron, Optimus Prime. I even got freaking Ultra Magnus.
Oh, yeah.
We'll see what
we
have coming out. But I really enjoy. They're not that complicated. I'll sit there and spend an hour transforming one figure. So complicated doesn't really bother me. But there's some times where I just want to be like, okay, cool, check this out. And boom, you're done. And that's what the Studio Series is pretty cool like that. Always wanted my Tonka Trunks to become Constructicons. Yeah. Who didn't, dude?
They were great. It was, I know we kind of veered off the subject like we do.
Here's a hint.
I love Tonka trucks though, man. They were the one toy that was supposed to get absolutely filthy because you could just hose it down afterwards. It was awesome.
No
white
bare
gloves.
Hands.
Nope.
No
bare
white
hands.
gloves.
Damn.
Bare hands.
Well, when you got to play with it, you might as well use bare hands. I mean, open up that box and have at it.
So yeah, we'll go. Yeah. We're gonna have some really cool stuff going on over there. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday are the 3 days we do videos. We do shorts every once in a while. But Monday, Wednesday, and Friday are the video drop days. And it's been fun. It's been really fun. I got enough stuff to do this for months. So the only bad Studio Series I saw was Wheelie, who came as an accessory to Grimlock. I actually have that. So we'll open that. And you get chip if I get trip. Shut up. Me Wheelie, me friend. No, you're not. Go away. Hated Wheelie. So anyway, back to Ubisoft.
Yeah.
The crew. Let's talk about the crew. So the crew comes out. Hey, it's a racing game. It's like Need for Speed. It's like Forza. It's like all these different games, but you play with everybody. You can play with everybody, right? The crew's offline. Can't play it at all. Doesn't matter if you bought it. Doesn't matter if you bought the expansions. Doesn't matter if you bought anything else with it. It's gone. Unplayable. Ubisoft is like, get wrecked. We don't care. You don't own your games. And then they wonder why, hey, we're here. What's up, Fairway King? How's it going? Greetings, brother, over on Rumble. Nobody else is over on Rumble this morning. But good morning, Fairway King. It's good to see you. Yeah. Anyway, so you've got games that have come out that are just, it's just like, why would you make a decision like that? Oh, because it's a proprietary IP and it's ours. You're not touching the back end of it because we want you to spend money buying the cars. We want you to spend all this money buying each individual car. We want you to spend money on garage space. We want you to spend real money on parts. We want you to empty your freaking bank account playing this game.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, but I'm sick and tired of that. And it's a gotcha for kids. You know, we get this. We understand this, guys. We get it. I know you out there in chat, you get this. You understand this. Kids don't. They get in a game and they go, oh, look, that's that cool car. It's the Bone Crusher from Hot Wheels. I gotta have it. And they go and spend, 20 or 30 bucks from daddy's credit card to get their damn car.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what they want. They want gullible, dumb people buying this shit. I'm sorry, but I'm sick and tired of it. Yeah, no loot boxes. This is why I left MMOs right there. Is loot boxes. Give me the ability to buy it.
Yep.
If you want to make it $20, $30, $40, $50, whatever it is, give me the ability to buy it. I am not spending $150 trying to pull a gotcha ship from Star Trek Online and not getting it. I'm sorry. I'm not going to do that. So what do? I'm going to go to a site that lets me just buy it. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go somewhere that lets me just buy it. What if you don't have that option, Loki? Well, you're not supposed to in the first place, but I would rather do that than spend, 2 weeks and $200 trying to roll for it from gotcha boxes.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's, I think, I can only speak for myself, but I'm just at the principal mind state now where I'm just kind of done with the whole thing. It's too much. I want the ability. First of all, I want great games coming out. I want games that are worth the investment, because the problem I have where I had to finally draw the line was say, I want to be able to go out and buy a great game, whether that's physically or digitally, whatever. A great game is a great game. I'll play it. I want to be able to buy it and have everything right there. I know. Sorry, I just turned the auto tracking on. Hang on. Off. There we go. No, whatever. I want to be able to buy a game and have everything there day one. That's what I want, because when you look at games like The Crew or MMOs or anything, they're no longer a standalone release. You go and buy it and boom, there, you got your game. We made our money off the sales. Let's move on to the next. No, now it's all about sustainable income, a constant source of money coming in. So it's like, hey, buy this game and then buy the DLC and buy all this other shit. No, I'm done, guys. Even if you can go and buy something that's a standalone purchase that adds something to your game, I'm also done with that. Give us the shit that should have been included in the game on day one. That's how you know it's worth it. When they start nickel and diming you for other stuff that it really, in the grand scheme of things, is just going to be kind of useless anyway, because it should have been there in the first place. That's
in the first place.
Yeah. That's when I start to lose faith. I start to lose faith in the companies that were once great, and then they put their economic foot in front of anything else that says, what can we do to not make a game? What can we do to make money? We're not making games to make money. I got that wrong. Like, we're not making games for players to buy so we can make money. We're just making games to make money.
Yep.
And that's the wrong priority. And I think, the last 10, 15 years really showcase that people are just kind of sick of it.
MB Geek with a $5 super chat. Good morning, brother. Hope you're staying warm. He says, Houston, it's cold as fuck here. 12 in my yard, 14 on deck. Even with 4-wheel drive, it was a challenge to get his Jeep baby out of the barn and onto the road. Brother, stay warm. Stay off the road if you can. Guys, all y'all, if it's frozen out, if the roads are frozen, if there's ice, try and stay off the road if you can. I understand people got to go to work and shit. I totally 100% get that. But it's better to be safe than end up in an accident. Y'all be safe out there. Stay warm. And MB Geek, this one is just for you, Skull Brother.
Long live the fighters!
Haha, I made it back in time. Okay.
Woo!
I miss Wing Commander Kronos.
Of course, he's got it right there. He's got everything on hand.
Yes, this is the CD version from back in the day. This is the PC CD version from back in the day. So yeah, Wing Commander 4. I've got 3 too, but this was the easiest one to get to very quickly. I just had to open a drawer, but I had to do it from over there on that side of the room. So yeah, I miss it too. I absolutely do. I miss it too. So $1 billion. So over a $1 billion this year is their forecast. Broader context here and the fallout from all this. Watch Dogs, if anybody played Watch Dogs back in the day, I did. It is completely dead. They will not be making another Watch Dogs game ever. They may sell the rights. We don't know yet. No new Rainbow Six game in the future. This is it. As far as they're concerned, there's not going to be another Rainbow Six game in the future. A lot of their games are now shelved, including Star Wars Outlaws and Star Wars Outlaws 2. That entire line is gone. Employees have been flooding public channels to shame the executives at Ubisoft. They've had a huge talent exodus before the layoffs. They're just leaving. They have blamed this on mismanagement, over-reliance on live service flops, and
what a shock.
Pivots alienating core male audiences. This is their own internal teams. Mm-hmm. This is their own employees saying, go broke, go woke, go broke, and leaving the company. They've made a public statement. This is their own employees. Ubisoft is now dead, bankrupt soon. This is the slow death of a giant. The stocks have been crashing. These are all huge 10K, 60K plus like statements from their own employees. They are fighting to survive via cost cuts, portfolio resets, but investor confidence obviously has been shattered. Market cap dipped below what they are going to lose this year alone. What does that mean? That means that right now, as of this moment, they're going to lose more than they are worth by the end of the year. They are nearing loan default for 2025. They don't have anything major coming out. They blew their load last year. Mm-hmm. Assassin's Creed Shadows, bombed. Star Wars Outlaws, bombed. Everything they've come out with over the last couple of years has done extremely poor.
Yeah.
They have sold their soul to Tencent, and Tencent's going to take them and divvy up whatever's left once it's done because they practically own the IPs now. Nothing, Ubisoft is not going to be coming out with shit. And yes, Fairway King, I agree. Bring back physical media. I want my physical game, damn it. And I understand PC gaming, We're never going to go back to physical releases like we used to, ever.
Yeah.
We've got Steam. We've got Epic Turd, which I hate. I really enjoy. What's the other one?
GOG.
GOG. Enjoy GOG, but it's still a pain in the ass to work with and link everything to. And if you don't know what you're doing,
it can be a little bit intimidating too. Like if you're a PC gamer, like like myself, who basically just uses Steam primarily, and that's it. It can be a little bit intimidating when you think about starting another platform. Like, oh, are they going to have games I like, or just kind of starting something new at this stage of the game. No pun intended, but yeah. I mean, at least we have options out there. I'm always going to enjoy physical media, but as a PC gamer too, as well as a console player, I can understand. Yeah, PC gaming is probably not going back to the way it was, which is another argumentative point, saying, well, why are we paying so much for digital games if we're not paying the cost of what it takes to, create a physical game? Why did the costs keep going up and blah, blah, blah? There's a whole lot that goes into that, salaries, production costs, server maintenance, server upkeep, all that kind of crap. And that's kind of what happens when you get blowhards like Ubisoft who, lick their own taint, stroke their own meat, and they get so big-headed on doing all this crap. And then they just get failure after failure because they lost sight of the bigger picture and they forgot how to make new projects, new IPs. They forgot how to keep rolling with their already established IPs, and then
like a bantha.
Yeah. And then we end up in the mess that they're in right now. And it's funny to say because I kept looking back, like I was saying to Loki backstage, we saw this from Ubisoft last year when their stock prices were tanking, and here we are again going down the shitstorm that is the toilet bowl of game production. So I think it's kind of funny to look back on that and say, how could it get any worse when it already has started to get worse? And I always just found it a little bit odd that the more they screw it up, if there's one thing they're consistent at is knowing how to screw things up.
Oh, absolutely.
Geez. The history speaks for itself, ladies and gentlemen. And if they're projected to lose, I'm sorry, I'm rambling a little bit much, but
over $1 billion.
If they're projected to lose that much, when I look back on last year and say, oh, well, they got to find a way to stay afloat. There's always got to be a way to stay afloat. But if they're going to lose hundreds of billions of dollars, I start looking at the projected outcomes of what's actually going to happen to them as a company as a whole. Are they, are they going to get bought out? Are they going to auction off their IPs? Are they going to get taken over by somebody else? And their mainstay franchises are going to go to other developers and publishers. And, a big, umbrella company is just going to say, well, here are the new IPs we want you to work on now. Sorry, the thing did the thing again. Shut this off. There we go. God damn it. So it's kind of funny because there's multiple ways. There's multiple ways Ubisoft could go at this point. But I don't see any of them, especially now, getting back to where they were as a company, reestablishing the trust with customers, because I think that bridge was burned a long time ago.
We're going to get to what you think here in just a second. Let me hit Jedi Master up. What's going on, brother? Thank you so very much for the $4.99 super chat. Have a great day, Loki, Zero Skull. Skull to you, brother. Stay warm. Stay good down there in the sunny state. Eat your oranges. Enjoy the Pats game coming up. Pats, Chicken Hawks will be at the Super Bowl. Woo. I'm not watching that shit because football's gay.
It sounds fucking boring to me. I couldn't even tell you who's playing for any of those goddamn teams anyway.
I couldn't either because, no kneeling, no nothing. Yeah. I turned it off. Brother, this one's just for you to get you started off right. A little wrath, fire, brimstone, all that fun stuff. Skull!
and I will strike down upon thee with great vengeance and furious anger those who attempt to poison and destroy my brother.
Oh yeah. Morning, Cotton. How are you doing? Good to see you, brother. DJ Ronnie G says PC gaming means control. Let me tell you something.
Assuming control.
A lot of the Ubisoft games, they're like, hey, you can't play this if you're not connected to blah blah blah, and we double check your hole and blah blah blah. We want to inspect your taint before you can play our game. A lot of that you can get without all that bullshit. So if you really want to play it, by all means, go ahead. There are ways. Puddle Jumper, what's going on, brother? He says, I'm late, but hell, hell, brother, it's good to see you. It is good to see you. Friday, I get picks, dude. We're praying for you, man. We are praying for you. It's gonna go good. I know it's gonna go good. Talk to God. You're gonna get through this, and you're gonna be better. And you're not gonna have to go back and forth. No more trips to the hospital. No more bullshit. They're gonna get in there and they're gonna do the work, and you're gonna be great, bro. I'm not paying $80 for digital. I'll wait. I'm a patient gamer. He is, man. I'm not shitting you. You go look at Ironcaster's like wish list, and you're like, damn, there's games on here that aren't even available anymore. Shit.
Yep.
I think I saw Transformers Devastation, and I was like, I got that. I wish I could just gift a copy. I wish I could just do that. I could just gift a copy. It's not gonna let me. But damn, man.
Yeah.
A lot of those games are really cool. You can't buy them anymore because they just don't want to sell them.
They don't.
Like
they don't
your own
want to
taint. Some people can, apparently.
Some people can. I'm sure there's a sick bunch of genetic freaks out there that would love to do that shit.
But wait, there's more.
There's more. I mean, like consoles aside, because I have bought a few for the consoles I have around the house. But I mean, even if you look at my Steam library, which doesn't have a massive collection in the first place, the newest game I bought on Steam was probably Red Dead 2. And that's already a few years old, if I'm not mistaken.
I think
so, I mean,
is it 12 years old now?
Red Dead 2?
No, it's not that old. If it's 2018, 2019, it's like 7.
It's probably 5 or 6
but
years
dude,
old.
It looks so fucking good, man.
Yeah, it is good.
It does. Like I loaded that up. I was leaving when you're in the swamp house, that big 2-story swamp house, and there's just bugs flying all around, and the lights coming in through the trees, and you're like, damn, man, this looks good.
Yeah.
And it looks better than games today. This game's fucking 6-7 years old.
Yeah, no kidding. And that's why I've become more selective about building a library, whether that's physically or digitally. Ubisoft is French, so already used to losing.
The French resistance will not have any of these.
Fat in your general direction. But that's why I pick fewer and far between games that come out, especially now. That's why my collection, my entire backlog consists of games that are primarily at least a generation old, because they're games that are more immersive. I get more out of them. If I want to fire up Red Dead 2 and have a ball just going hunting and then going down to that place where I can just lay in the tub and have some hot bitch give me a bath, I'm going to do it. Yes, I know there's other things in the game you can do, but that's what I mean. That's why
I did. There's plenty of times I load up Red Dead 2 where I go out and I just go hunting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I don't run back to a motel. I don't run back to town. I just camp out. You just camp out at night, or you hunt at night. You camp out during the day. It depends on what you're hunting. And you just stay out in the middle of BFE.
Yeah.
Whether it's in the snow, whether it's in the forest, whether it's in a swamp, doesn't matter where it is. If the swamp boys get you, the cannibal guys, that's that's problematic.
That's a little different, but yeah. But I mean, that's the whole point. You buy into things that you get. I mean, you get your enjoyment out of what you put in. And I mean,
hold on. How many games can you say you're riding up on your horse and you see a guy hanging in the middle of the forest from a rope. And you're like, what in the shit? And some like stagecoach comes out of nowhere, blocks off the road, and all these cannibal guys come out at you because they want to eat you. They hung the guy up there to get you to stop and be like, what the shit? And then they
It
come
was
out
bait.
and they ambush you because they want to eat you. And you're like, oh no, my bah, bah, bah,
Ah.
bah, 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 bah. And-
Hell no.
Oh hell no.
Where's my Red Dead mode? Quick.
And literally one of them be like, get his horse, that's good eatings. And you're like, you're not touching Black Beauty, bitches.
Yeah.
See, you talk shit about Rockstar all you want to. Okay.
Yeah.
And I understand this was a different Rockstar that made this game than we have now. I can boot that up and play it. I can play it whenever I want to.
Yep.
I can, if I want to go online with it, I can. If I don't want to, I don't have to. I just play the game the way I want to. If I want to have all the guns at the beginning of the game, I'll have all the guns at the beginning of the game. As long as you're not cheating online, they don't really give a shit.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that was an issue with them too, because I mean, you could see where a lot of their focal points shifted over the last several years. You know, when they started making bank off GTA Online,
Yep.
and how many friggin' hacks were playing that game, just taking all the things from everybody, and they're just like, whoops, we'll fix it someday.
See.
You know. But you know that was a thing, because I couldn't tell you how many hours I put into the first Red Dead, just riding around on horseback, hunting, making money, you know, doing great things. The only issue I had, which was a personal problem, was playing Red Dead 2 on PC and getting used to, you know, moving from a controller to mouse and keyboard.
I still play with a controller.
I started Red Dead 2 with a mouse and keyboard, and I'm, you know, trying to figure out the 18 bajillion keybinds on there. And I went up to my horse, the first horse you get. I just got the damn thing, and I was looking for the button to pet it, but instead I used the melee attack. So I literally just punched my horse in the face.
And it's like,
yeah.
And you're like, damn.
I was sitting there. I was sitting right here going, oh shit, I'm sorry, Bessie, calm down. You know,
pulled an Arnold when he punches the damn camel in Conan.
Punches, and then
sluts. Sluts.
And then he did the same with put the cookie down and punch the reindeer in the face.
Cookie down. Ow.
You know, but it's little things like that from games that you get your money's worth out of, you know, no matter how many hours you put into it, as long as you're getting a constant, you know, even if it's a slow drip of something that you're getting out of it. You bought your game, you're playing it, you're enjoying it. That's what matters. Not, oh, I'm buying this now. I bought this game. Now I got to buy this. Now I got to buy this. Oh, now they want money for a pack. Oh, no, I got to make sure I can play this in 2 years before the server shut down. I mean, we've kind of just lost the plot. And I know times
banana sandwiches.
Ooh, I've been having some of those lately. I forgot how good they are, but you know, and I know times change. I know companies change. I know the almighty dollar rules the world more than anything. But I mean, geez, if you just step back and try to reestablish, if you can, and this goes out to any developer out there, any publisher, if you just try to reestablish the trust you had with your customers and give them the freedom of choice, the freedom to be the rightful consumers they are, to pay their hard-earned money, to buy your shit and play it and actually enjoy it, guess what? They're going to keep coming back for more.
Yep. And it's got to be enjoyable. And yes, you can talk about that being a perspective, like, oh, what you find enjoyable, someone else not find enjoyable.
Yeah.
Well, let me tell you something. The new kids, they're not playing your Ubisoft games. They're fucking playing shit on their phone. They're playing shit on their phone, on their devices, on their iPads and bullshit. They're not running over to play Ubisoft games. They don't care. They don't care about consoles. They don't care about any of that shit. And the ones that do are the outliers, like we used to be back in the day. The PC crowd back in the day, we were like, people like looked at us like, why are you're playing a game on a computer?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not talking about shit like freaking Oregon Trail. I'm talking about Star Trek Armada. I'm talking about Star Trek Bridge Commander. I'm talking about Star Wars Jedi Outcast. I'm talking about games like that where when someone saw it, they were like, why are you playing that on PC? Because it looks better. The updates are easier. I'm not stuck playing it on a console. I can manipulate, I can mod, I can do this, I can do that. There are games on PC that are not on consoles. A lot of the strategy games back in the day that I used to love, StarCraft being one of them, which StarCraft 2, I got banned from StarCraft 2 because I used map. Oh yeah. Yeah. Because I used map mods in single player. So I had modified files on my computer for single player that had nothing to do with multiplayer. I did not play multiplayer. I never entered a multiplayer lobby. I never did any of that. And Blizzard fucking banned me from the game for modifying the single player maps. That's what you can do.
Well, up yours, bitch.
That's right. And I won't pay for another one. Now, apparently, because we've got Xbox Live, we're grandfathered into that. Apparently, I have it back on my account on PC. I don't know. But I'm not going to install that shit and play it. Not after what you did. I like Diablo 4's endgame enough that I play that. But the actual gameplay sucked. Why? Because they went on DEI and they went all fucking Karen with this chick that I care absolutely nothing about. That does not amount to a hill of beans. I want to tell you something.
Not to mention
they established with Tal Rasha in the second Diablo game, that this master wizard, this master sorcerer that he was the most powerful sorcerer ever, was able to lock away Baal in a soul stone, but he had to sacrifice himself to do it. So Baal was literally like living inside him, fighting a war in his mind for control. And he stayed like that for like 1,000 years until he eventually lost, which Baal knew was going to happen. I will wear you down over the centuries and I will take control. And this little girl is doing this to Mephisto with no training, no bullshit, no nothing, and she's beating him. I'm sorry, but that's not the way it works. Sorry, but and this is it's maddening that this is the shit we have to pull up with just to get a good end game. Because I really enjoy the end game of Diablo. I like running around. I like fighting the bosses. I like leveling. I like doing all that jazz. I just can't play through the story mode. I can't. And that sucks because I would love to. I would love to go back through and play it, but it's just like, it's frustrating as shit and I don't enjoy the story. So now I'm stuck with the game that I actually enjoy playing. I enjoy leveling. I enjoy working on my gear. I enjoy min-maxing my stuff, but the story is just ass. Squeak a mouse. Good morning. It's good to see you. I'm glad you're warm. I'm glad you're safe. She says, I miss StarCraft. I love that game. Zergs for life. Zergs for life, baby.
Yeah.
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 And then they just abandoned it and they just don't care anymore.
Yeah.
It's happened a lot over at Ubisoft as well.
Yeah. Yep. And we'll see how their 2026 turns out.
It's Loki, girl boss is a good thing.
Yeah. No, you know what? Because you can do girl bosses correctly, but I mean, look at Diablo 4. I mean, as soon as I fired that thing up, when I went to select or create my character and select a gender, all the body type 2 characters looked like female bitches with daddy issues. I didn't want none of that. It's
Oh,
like,
you
holy shit.
can totally customize now.
Oh, good. Well, I'm glad they patched that in a few years after the fact, but it's like I was just coming off Diablo 3 with my freaking badass looking demon hunter and shit that was just blowing the fuck out of everything.
They just released the Paladin. So the Paladin's been released. We're going to get another class release in March, I believe. But if you pre-order the new expansion, you get access to the Paladin. I have not had that much fun with a character since I made my Hydra Mage. So I had a lot of fun. With the Paladin.
Yeah.
It's been a really fun class to play.
All right. Yeah, it wasn't.
Good morning.
I mean, it wasn't bad. It was just like, oh my God, is this the most badass looking character I can make? Which wasn't even that badass looking. Zero pulled a Mongo. I'm gonna be honest. I'm missing something on that one.
Mongo Steve McMichaels.
Who the hell
Mongo,
is that?
like the world of Mongo. You don't know who Mongo Steve McMichaels is? Yes, you do. He was one of the 4 horsemen. Woo!
Oh. All right.
Thank you, Dan Funk, for the $2 super chat, brother. This one's just for you. Sko!
A dollar? I've never seen a dollar. Nobody's got a dollar. Let us see the dollar. There it is. It's beautiful. Take your hat off, boy. That's a dollar bill.
Squeaky said I miss Lotto early days, and she met Lord of the Rings online.
Yeah,
early days.
Hey, that was good
as well. It was.
I missed. Not gonna lie, I never played, but I missed the early days of Lotto as well. Before there was just freaking gambling apps pasted up everywhere now.
Fairway King says Paladin was badass in Diablo 2. Yes, it was. Diablo 2 is the GOAT. Resurrection is the GOAT. Diablo 2 Resurrection, absolute freaking GOAT game. I love it. I love playing as every class on there except for the assassin. I never could get used to the assassin. I love the idea of traps and stuff like that, but I just could never get used to. I thought I'd love her. I thought that would be my favorite, and it was the druid. Then ended up being my overall in-game favorite. Necromancer is a very, very close second, though. So I loved having an army. That's one thing that they will not bring back. They refuse to bring back is I want 20 skeletons. I want my skeleton mages. I want my damn undead being resurrected, undead enemies being resurrected and brought back to life on my side. And I want my damn golem all crushing shit for me. That's like, just get them. And my army just goes forth and attacks. I love that. I absolutely love that about Diablo 2. They have not been able to get that right since.
It's pretty sad. Yeah. I mean, there's other cool shit to do, but nothing beats just watching a horde get resurrected around you and then just have them just swarm everything. It's like, oh no, 4 of them died. Raise 4 more. It's awesome. Who are you going to resurrect now? Everyone. Hell yeah.
I remember I was going to play with a buddy when Resurrected came out, and he was like, well, you can't play Necromancer. I said, why not? And he goes, because I'm going to make a wizard, sorcerer, blizzard build that's going to crack everything. You won't have any corpses to resurrect. I was like, well, then fuck you. I'm not playing with you. Oh, come on. No, fuck you. I'm not playing with you.
Nah.
I want my undead army. Thank you. All right, we're going to get out of here. Big thank you to everybody who's been hanging out, watching this morning. I really do appreciate it. I know it's cold out. A lot of people are having to go into work today. Guys, be safe. Seriously, put your snow tires on, put chains on, do whatever you got to do to stay safe. Go a little slower today. Don't speed. Don't act a fool. Just get to where you're going safe. Be safe. Stay warm. Like Andy says, take care, everyone, and stay warm. Stay warm, guys. Be good. Be excellent to each other. Always speak friend manner. We'll see you on the next one. Have a great one. Don't forget, 12 o'clock today. Transform It Already, the new channel. We've got Bone Crusher. Yeah.
Bone Crusher. Let's see you last 5 minutes.
The opening, the holy shit. The opening with Grimlock. Grimlock pops in the screen real quick. He goes, I want him for 3 minutes. 3 minutes of playtime.
3 minutes of playtime with Bone Crusher. Oh, yeah.
Stay safe, everybody. Have a great one, and we'll see you on the next one. If I can find the button to get the hell out of here. Take care.
Woo!
These videos are tremendous. Like, comment, and subscribe, and hammer that notification bell.